Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Palmer figure, Halo Spartan Palmer with accessories, and this is by Jazwares. And here's the back of the box, and you can see the other figures in this wave. We have Master Chief. This Master Chief has that that new accessory from the on the gauntlet, so that's the only difference between. Oh no, actually, new articulation points too. New articulation joints. I wouldn't say points because they didn't add anything to it. And then there's the orange Spartan, which I kind of want to get. And then there's the there's the Noble 6, and I got it at GameStop for $20. So let's get into it. Alright, and here we have Palmer outside the packaging, and let's go over accessories first. She comes with her helmet of course, and then we have the assault rifle, and she comes with 2 pistols and a bunch of hands, and that's it for Palmer. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. Really nice, I like that. Let's take a look at the rest of her. Bit of too much weathering on her armor. You see a lot of silver on the white there, on the gray. I don't like that. It's a little overkill on the silver paint job. Why did they decide to add that? I don't know. Why did they go so overly done? I don't know either. And here's the back of Palmer. And she too suffers from the wobbly joint, the knee joint. It's soft. And same with the elbows. And her waist is quite loose too. Alright, so here's Palmer with head sculpt on, with the human head sculpt. So it is a little bit limited as far as range of motion is concerned. Shoulders can go up about that much. I think, yeah, about 90 degrees. That's about it. And then does it swing forward and back? No, it does not have a butterfly joint. Bicep swivel, there is it right there. And then she could bend her elbows. Double joints right there. And then wrist, there's a hinge joint, go in and out. And then as for the chest is concerned, right there. See how loose? Well, it's not loose. I mean, there's friction to it, but it's just not as tight as other joints. And then as for the legs, she has ball jointed hips. It allows her to raise her leg 90 degrees. Look at that. Quite impressed. And it does have the little thigh swivel right there. Knee bend. You go over 90 degrees right there. And then she has a hinge joint around the ankle. This side is tighter. You could feel the ratcheting, while this side is very loose. I mean, you can still feel, but it's a very soft ratcheting. And then no toes articulation with these guys, with her. And here I got Palmer to hold the assault rifle with both hands, and kind of looking down the sight in a way. So yeah, she is capable of doing that, which is nice. I like that. When it comes to my figures, I like them to be able to hold weapons with both hands. And the head is kind of hard to pop off, so I'm gonna use a hairdryer to soften up the plastic before I pop the head off and pop in the helmet head. Alright, here we have Palmer with the helmet on, and articulation wise is actually better. Look at that. She can look up and look down quite a bit. So yeah, because the hole down here is a lot larger, so it doesn't impede with the articulation, even though there's a little lip on the back of her neck, but she can still look up quite a bit, so that's good. And the only thing I don't like is the paint job on this guy, on this character, on this female character. I don't know, the gray is just, I think it's off, I'm not sure. And the weathering, all the silver around her just doesn't look good at all. I don't like that. But overall, I think as a figure, it's decent for a $20 figure. I'm happy with it. Just loose joints here and there, and little soft plastic here and there. The knees, I just don't like them. They're so soft. And otherwise, I think she's a good figure. If they done a better paint job on her, I think she'll look fantastic. So for customizer, I think if people who is willing to repaint this figure, she will turn out fantastic. Okay, I barely touched it, and that piece already snapped. The hand, I mean the grip section, the foregrip section. Yeah, it's trying to put all the fingers in. It's not working. And this side's okay. Look at that. The weapon's holding on nicely. But it's just this side. It broke. But yeah, she's capable of holding these weapons. But be careful. You might end up breaking it. Like I did. So at the end of the day, is this figure worth getting? $20 is okay. There's a lot of soft plastic here. Wish they would change that, at least for the knee joints. If they were hard plastic, I might like it a little bit better. And the paint job is just not that great. Did they even paint the armor? No, I think it's just regular silver armor, that gray armor with silver weathering added to it, and they added very poorly too. So yeah, it kind of ruins the figure a little bit. It could have been a lot nicer. So for people, I think it might be best for them to repaint this. But he has a lot of those insignia on her though, so you're gonna end up losing all that too. So I don't know about that. So maybe it's not worth painting over. But yeah, just the weathering just poorly slapped on. So that is terrible. That seems to be the trend for Jazwares with their Halo figures, the weathering. Rather, they don't add any weathering instead. And, instead, they add them very poorly, which I think they need to do a better QC job with these figures. So there you go. Jazwares Palmer figure from Halo Infinite. Thanks for watching.